Hello third grade, happy Monday. For math today, we are continuing working with our equivalent fractions. So we're just going to do a quick review and talk about equivalent fractions. Remember, fraction is a part of a whole. So the numerator, that's our top number, describes the number of pieces of the whole that are left or that are shaded. The denominator is the bottom number. It describes how many pieces are in the whole. So it's saying how many total pieces the whole makes up of. So just like when we look here, our numerator is on top, our denominator is on the bottom. We have 3 parts of pizza out of a total of 4 total parts of the whole. So the circle is divided into 4 total equal pieces. That's our denominator. How many pieces are left? 3, so that shows our number on top. Here are some other examples. Our denominator is always how many parts the whole is divided into. 3 equal parts. How many pieces are left? 1. Here, 5, 2 pieces are left, so that's why our numerator is 2, denominator 5. And same with this one, 5 and 8. 8 total pieces the pizza is divided into. How many are left? 5 pieces. Oops, sorry. All right, so equivalent fractions. These fractions show the same amount of the whole, but the form of the fraction changes. So they're equal, but these look different. They all have the same amount shaded, but they have different numbers, different numerators, and different denominators. This is divided into 2 equal parts. 1 part is shaded, so it's 1/2. This one's divided into 4 equal parts. So we see the 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 are shaded, 2/4. And same with over here, divided into 8 equal parts. 4 parts are shaded. It's all the same amount, just with different numbers. And we can always check our answers too. If we were to multiply the top and bottom by the same number to get this answer, that's how we know it's equivalent. So if I multiplied 1 times 2, I'd get 2. So I multiplied the top number by 2, now I need to multiply the denominator by the same number, 2. 2 times 2 gives us 4, so that's also how we can tell it's equivalent. We can draw it out, or we can use multiplication, or we could go from reverse and use division. If I wanted to check if these two were equivalent, I would divide the top and bottom by the same number. So let's see, I'm going to divide 4 divided by what gets me to 2? Well, 4 divided by 2 gets me to 2, because 2 times 4 is 2 times 2 is 4, so 4 divided by 2 is 2. So since I divided by 2 from the top number, I have to divide the bottom by 2. So 8 divided by 2 gives us 4, so that's also how we can tell it's equivalent. We divided the top and the bottom by 2, and it gave us 2/4. Now remember, equivalent fractions are always equal, even if they don't look the same. They're going to have different numbers, but equivalent, remember, equivalent equals equal. Equivalent is equal. And here's just a fraction wall to show that we have many equivalent fractions, because I can look and follow the line and see where does that line go. For 1/4, if I just follow it down, 1/4 and 2/8 are equivalent, because I can see the line goes right next. The lines are right on top of each other. That's a little review of last week. And so just remember, we can multiply the bottom and the top, so the numerator and the denominator, by the same number to find an equivalent fraction. So an example of that would, sorry, I'm just trying to move my, okay, so I'm going over here. So I'm trying to find an equivalent fraction for 1/4. I'm going to multiply the top number by 6 and the bottom number by 6. So 1 times 6 gives us 6. 4 times 6 gives us 24. And remember, you can skip count by 4s to your 6th finger to figure that out. And so that's how I know 1/4 and 6/24. Those are going to be equivalent fractions because I multiplied the top and bottom number by the same number. Now let's go over some more examples. So what we're going to be doing today is graphing 1/3 on the number line. And if we look at our number line, they're not divided into 3 equal parts. It's divided into 6 equal parts. So now what I want to do is make sure that my fraction, my denominator, matches the denominators on the screen. So I know to get from 3 to 6, I have to multiply by 2. So I'm going to multiply the top and the bottom number by 2 to figure out the equivalent fraction. So 1 times 2 is 2, so that'd be my numerator, and then 3 times 2 is 6. So 2/6 would be my equivalent fraction to 1/3. Since they're equivalent, that means they're equal. They're the same fraction, they just have different numbers. So what we're going to be focusing on today is making sure that our denominator matches the denominator on the number line. We're going to be pointing a dot on the equivalent fraction, the equal fraction. So make sure to have a piece of paper and practice with multiplication and division. And I'll see you on Wednesday for math. Bye, 3rd grade.